Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Beorning. And we are back at Adzo's camp and he seems to be interested in talking to us.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Hey friend, you're not from around here, and that may be a good thing. This is a serious business, and I can't trust any of these louts with something so delicate. Making a place of my own took an unexpected turn not long ago, and I'm loath to tell my workers what has happened. I hope that you can help me with this matter. The satchel holds the last payment I need to make and ensure the safety of the folk here and the sanctity of the soon-to-be splendid landmark. In other words, he's paying protection money to a syndicate. And he doesn't want to tell his folks that he's paying protection. You know, I guess that's typical sometimes. Before I do that, I notice that there is a node here for scholars, and I should not refuse possibilities of getting these. Now, I was thinking that what unlocked that quest was reaching level 17, since I'm currently level 7. And I've tended to run into this either by doing the quest that kills the bears in Buckland, and that eventually leads to another quick quest that sends me here, which I know definitely unlocks it. And I thought 17 was what was unlocking it for my Beornings, but now I think it's actually one of these two quests, either the Flow of Goods or Sharky's Plan, that does it instead, because I had another character at 17 that didn't unlock it.
Oh, this is intolerable.
Ha! Soon Sharky's men'll have all a breed well in hand. With cowards like that little worm Adso under his heel, there's no question of that. You just tell Adso that the payment has been received, but he better have another ready next week, or it will go badly for him. Yes. Problem with protection money is it never ends. And that's Bill Fernie, who is a real... Maybe I better not say my opinion is Bill Fernie. But anyway, Bill Fernie is from the books, and he is a pretty nasty person. So you don't want to run into him, and boy, this horse looks completely inadequate for Beorning. I think he needs a... That's the problem, is that the... I'm sorry, just looks like a nice light riding saddle horse for someone of a less robust
Is there something I can
appearance.
do for you?
Alright, yeah, no, now he's complaining. I mean, they told me this was going to be the last one. Yeah, I know, they always lie like that. Alright. Alright, so in return for being lied to, he wants me to kill some brigands.
And hear me out.
Oh, he wants me to get some food for boars. I should have read that one, maybe.
Would you do something for me?
Okay, he wants me to collect some stuff with it. Alright, since this one is killing boars rather than bears, I know, big difference, one little letter, right? Ouch. But if I gave up on both all boar and pig quests, then that would be boar and pig and boar and bear quests, and that will certainly reduce the number of quests I have available by a hefty number. Alright. So let's get back into here. And now, of course, killing brigands, that's no problem. Alright. Now, let's see. And speaking of brigands. Good morning. Heard any rumors about giant bears in the area? Yeah. Alright, this is... So we just have to clear it. After we do these, then we're going to go up into the Brigands Watch area and take care of the reason why we came here in the first place. So we're not going to do all of Adzo's quests, because I suspect that after taking care of a few things, we'll be getting ready to go and see Tom Bombadil, which is, of course, the next part of the epic storyline. But for now, it's killing brigands, and yes, okay, we've gotten all the purses we need. So let's take care of the rest of the brigands. There's a good chance that we're not going to get all of the boards that we need. There have been enough times where I've tried to go after this boar quest and just couldn't get the boars. Such as... Now, it looks like today I've been having pretty good luck on it. I did this quest on a minstrel earlier today and managed to get the boar heads fairly quickly. But usually my luck on this quest has been I have to wait forever before getting the boar heads. Of course, part of it is because of waiting forever until I find all the boars I need in order to collect those heads. Alright, I need 2 more brigands. So let's head out into the fields where we'll find a couple. Biggest trouble with doing them in the fields is that very often you have the archers, and when you have the archers standing in the middle of the grain, it's hard to see them and find them and hit them in the right position. Like, and I'm actually not an archer, so it's a lot harder to fight when you're in the grain fields. Alright, so now let's take care of that. So I'm not going to... Oh, actually, it's going to say not worry about the boars for the moment, but there's one standing right here. We can't refuse the call of one that's in our path. Hello! Alright. Well, that's 3 down. Succeeding, getting about a 50% drop rate on them right here. I should see if there is a pattern to which ones drop them and which ones don't. But I don't think I've seen one. I think it's just a random drop rate for any boar. Ew! He got scared to death. It just saw me turn into a bear and died. Alright, let's see. What did I do here? Acquaintance with Pineleaf. I have to decide whether I want to go through the trouble of getting rep with them or not. Now, getting rep with the Pineleaf is useful in that it will... Ooh, that's an interesting question. On whether or not I will be a... Actually, I think that they probably had... Depends on whether they implemented the port that you get by which races are allowed to get the port, or they implemented it by which ones aren't allowed. In other words, since they treat Beorning as a separate race rather than as a subset of race and man, I think they did the report as not race of man. So therefore, if that's the case, I think I can get the rep report that way. Of course, race of man will get the port through their racial deed instead. So I'm going to try to get the rep I need for the port and see whether or not I get it. And the idea there is that, well, if it works, I will have another port, and that's always nice to have something back to these starter areas without having to worry about spending up a slot for that. Though if it's going to require a lot of grinding, I'll probably just do that offline after I reach the appropriate level. Alright, let's see. Alright, there we go. Up into here. And this is Regan's Watch. Everybody here, okay, everything here is level 15. So it's appropriate for a level 15 quest, which is the level of the quest for rescuing Mirabelle and picking up those packages. And for picking up the notes. So therefore, the mobs are level appropriate. So therefore, I'm still trying to figure out why Mirabelle's quest is labeled Small Fellowship. I suspect it's just a matter of inertia. I mean, when we do it, you'll see that it doesn't feel like it's a Small Fellowship. Now, I do know it very definitely used to be a true Fellowship quest. But alright, we'll see. Hello.
What do you need?
Thank you, thank you. I filched the key a while ago, but I was too scared to use it. Now you're here, I can use it and we can escape. Hopefully, we can get away before Blake notices. Oh, Maribel, not Mirabelle. Alright. Right, see, goes right here we have 2 brigands. I mean, that's it. And Maribel goes into a nice corner here, so that while she's not helping, she's also not getting in the way, which is a pretty important thing in quests like this. And then we have another one here. Hey, 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 you! Yeah, alright. Sorry about that. And then we have Blake. And Blake here is... Alright, he's a signature. Yeah, I mean... I don't think any class will have too much trouble with that. Well, alright. Well, maybe a hunter. Or someone like that who is... Oh, sorry about that. But even then, I mean, a hunter will probably kill them before they arrived, unless they're in yellow line. And with yellow line, they have enough CC to make that straightforward. Blue line I don't know about, but... And blue line is... Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, because blue line is... Because you don't want to move around too much when you're doing that quest, because that might start to get some mobs out here. But if you clear the area first, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So therefore, yeah, I don't think that it's really a Small Fellowship quest. But I'm sure it used to be a more difficult... of course, I'm remembering it when it was a more difficult quest. Alright, where? Sorry, I was looking for a dismount button for some reason. Alright, we might as well take the supply crate. Let's get some more of these goods. And we'll go into here and partly to take these goods. The main reason is this is where the letter will be, and that's the entire point of coming here in the first place, isn't it? Oh! You wanted to dance. Well, okay, I'm using an axe, so I guess I can't say dance the spears. Besides, it's the wrong world setting for dancing the spears, right? Alright, let's see. Collected a stained letter. Good. And here we go. We need 4 more of these goods. And here are 3 of them right here. Hello. Right, and here we go for some stolen goods. One more after this, then we can head out. Let's make sure though that we do talk to Adso on the way to take care of that payment, but you see, I'm not going to get the boards done. But I'm not going to consider that a priority. They can have... They'll just have to feast on having only 2 warheads for dinner. They could get the rest themselves. Alright, now let's see. Actually, it looks like I got 6 of them, which is more than I thought I had. Here's the other exit to this. I'm not even sure I've ever used this exit before. But definitely have, because this is way over at Everclear Lakes. Wow. Actually, it's not too much further, but it's a lot closer to... Right, where you turn in a blade for life. It's even closer to where you turn in blade for life than it is to where you turn in for Adso. I hadn't realized that how close it was there. So there's an alternate way there. I've just never thought of going there that way. Alright. So these things are a little bit closer than that. So it's be a bit of a shortcut. The trouble is, of course, you're going through all this area where you're killing the mobs that you need for the quests in order to arrive to the quest giver, if you're planning on doing Adso stuff. But if you're planning on skipping Adso stuff, then yes, the alternate route sounds like a good way to go. I don't think these scarred boars drop it, or do they? Let me see. I guess I'll do a little experiment here. I don't know if it's done by location or if it's done by type of boar. Actually, let's face it. Would they be wanting to eat a scarred boar? I know scarred boars were also the ones that were dropping those perfect hides for me, which is, I still think is utterly ridiculous. Since I just can't say how a scarred boar is going to do a flawless. Oh well. But the enraged boar seem to be dropping properly. Yes, I know. Just as I say that, I jinxed it, right? So maybe it is luck. 7. Well, I'm really getting close here. Maybe I am going to finish it up. Just maybe. Well, but now it looks like all those boars were replaced by bears, and you know how I am with killing bears, so yeah. Looks like I got about a 50% chance, and I probably used up all my luck this morning. Yeah, right. Well, that definitely clinches it. Alright, let's turn in something to Adso, then head out into to see Tom Bombadil, right? Alright, there you go.
Hello.
There. Dealt with them. No, we're not doing the follow-up.
Hello there.
Alright, there you go. And that's it. We're going to be a couple of boars shy, but I'm not going to concern myself about that. I'll just dump the heads there and let him get the other 3 or 2 or how many I got left, and him worry about. Next time we're going to head into the old forest to the house of Tom Bombadil. But that's in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Beorning.